Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins. And yes, believe it or not, we are still not done exploring this place. Although I'm reasonably confident that we will be able to do some work towards the story mission in this episode. But first of all, let's have a look at the remaining part of the shape rate, which is where we are now. And I already see lots and lots of books. I actually just caught up with my codex reading and I learned a lot about Dwarven culture, and I really like that. I mean, in the last quest we learned all about the elves and the elven culture, and now it's a completely new world again, and it's really fascinating to read all the background information. So, yeah, let's pick up more codexes. The Praise of the Humble Knack. Come on, read it.
Got it.
Orzammar politics. I have a feeling that Orzammar has more codexes than any other place I have visited before. Legion of the Dead. Wall of Memories.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Alright. Yeah, see, I just finished reading all of this and I already have new stuff to check out. Dwarven Faith. You can really get to every detail of this. Traditional Dwarven folk songs. And, yeah, I don't suppose that Zeren... No. But, I do want to exchange my team at some point anyway. Probably next episode. I do have two quests that would take me to the Circle Tower. So if the story allows it, I will probably make a quick detour in the next episode, go to the Circle Tower and stop by at camp in order to exchange my team. Because, you know, variety. And I will bring Liliana with me then, I guess. Alright, I guess this place is done. That really only leaves, let me see. The Chamber Assembly. I need to go there anyway because one or two of the persons I'm supposed to talk to is in there. The Royal Palace and House Harrowmont. And I guess there was the Provings in the other part of the city. So I guess I will check out the... What is it called again? Chamber of the Assembly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a look at the quest. Speak to the Lords of the Assembly. The leadership of Orzammar is in chaos. Addressing the Assembly seems like the likely place to start looking for a solution. So, let's do this. Okay, this is... let me see... Speak to Prince Balin, second in command. Okay, so this is a representative of Balin. Let's talk to him while we're here.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Devorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Yeah, so I gathered. Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I thought King Andrin himself supported Harrowmont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
I promise I am no spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
So where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Yeah, isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
So he told a distant relative over his duty?
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Yeah, I'll have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
Prince's favor, the first task. Decide if you will help Prince Balin's cause and inform Vartak of your intent. I'm getting knee-deep stuck in Dwarven politics. The
assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Okay, got it.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Oh dear. Well, that didn't help much.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize a Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the Gate Guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
So I heard. Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Verender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Well. Okay, I spoke to Vartak. I guess next thing is that I will go to speak to Harrowmont's man and see what he has to say about this. Oh, that is convenient. I think you are the one I need to talk to.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Verender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have treaties oblige an Orzammar to aid against the blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
Oh dear. This is getting really complicated. So, Well, I am not working for Balin. I haven't really made up my mind yet, so let's just say this. How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear.
Interesting.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
That's
Lord
a fair point,
Harrowmont does
Zevran.
not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience?
Well, to be fair, Prince Balin isn't giving us an audience either, so that's not really an argument. So let's try to persuade him. You'd be nervous if someone was out to get you.
I suppose not everyone can face death as undaunted as an Antivan, it's true.
Then you agree to fight in Harrowmont's name. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Ah, damn it. Damn it. What am I supposed to do here? I don't want to start picking sides. I don't want to start picking sides, yeah.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
Alright, a Lord's Trust, the first task. I see where this is going. So, speak with Durin when you're ready to fight in Harrowmont's name. So I have to pick one of them and help them, and supposedly whichever side I help will end up being king. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know. I feel that I don't have enough information on either of these two to really start picking a side here. I mean, it's my subjective impression that most people that I talk to seem to favor Harrowmont. And Balin seems like a bit of an ass, to be honest. But if it's true that Harrowmont is, blackmailing or kind of, trying to double-cross some of his supporters by promising them the same, what was it? Yeah, and anyway, he's trying to basically to rip them off, I guess. And so wait, let's hang on. I want to try something. So hello.
I hope you're not wasting my time with more dithering. The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Balin to support you in your surface war, you'll have to help him take the throne.
Alright, what exactly did you want me to do again? I already
Harrowmont
forgot.
tried using the same plot of land to buy
Right.
the boats of both Lady Dace and young Lord Helmy. I have the promissory notes to prove it, but neither of them would listen to anyone they knew favored Balin. As a neutral party,
Right.
you could present the evidence and convince them Lord Harrowmont plans to cheat them.
Okay, I'll find Lady Dice and Lord Helmy right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much. But Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Right. So... Oh, this is a smuglyrium. Alright, I see it. Can I actually look at them? These promissory notes prove that Harrowmont gave the same land to both House Dace and House Helmy. Alright. Huh. I hope for something more informative than that, but fair enough. Alright, so let's have a look at the quest again. Show Lord Helmy and Lady Dace proof of Harrowmont's cheating ways. Alright. Okay, now I want to speak with Dwarven again. Maybe I can keep my options open for a while. I don't know. Because at the moment I just feel that I haven't enough information on either candidate to make a good decision. Royal Palace. Yeah, sure, let's have a look here. Alright.
We are honored to have you here.
Well, thank you. Whoa! What the heck? There's something happening here. But I don't really know what. Huh. Something is opening or clothing or moving, but I can't see anything. Weird.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Oh, I see. This is where Prince Balin hides, I guess. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look around. Maybe I can find some more information on our two contenders. This is the throne of Orzammar. Okay. Caged in stone. Well, apparently can move around the palace pretty much unwatched, so maybe we can find something around here. What's this? Oh, a glass phylactery. I know what this is. Many of the king's entrance belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. Yeah, this is another revenant. I will leave the vial alone for now because I think I should have a healer for that. Specifically since I haven't fought a revenant on the new difficulty yet, and I don't really know how much more difficult it will be. And I don't think I have the best team to do that, so I will do this later. And I will definitely bring Liliana for the chests. Whoa! What on earth?
Solid witnesses! Get them!
Tunneling thief. Okay. Okay, let's fight the thieves, I guess. Oh, yes, this is my new superiority skill, right? Oh, this is amazing. I mean, I didn't get them all, apparently only the weaker foes, but I like this already. Okay, I will get this guy. Let's have a look at you. Zaron, take care of him, and you can get this guy that attacks me from behind. And yeah, I definitely need to take care of my health. It's a lot more micromanaging if you don't have a healer around. Okay, but I think we're doing fine. Let's use another war cry. Yeah, oh yeah, I love this. And yep, almost done. You're doing fine health-wise.
Your head will make lovely coughing noises.
Alright, and the last one. Oh, this one is almost dead.
Killing yourself would have more dignity, no? Shame.
By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yes, so it would seem. Well, I guess we just interrupted the haste on the royal palace. That's kind of funny. Okay, this is apparently not a real door.
Thanks again, Warden.
Well, you're welcome, I guess.
I'll get on it.
Nothing in here. Okay, this just leads back to the entry. Yeah, about this, this is interesting. Anyway, I think I cannot go into the prince's quarters, so let's leave for now. And we will come back later to deal with the Revenant when I exchanged my team, so probably next episode.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication to change. No dwarf is without worth, he has been heard to say.
Interesting. Okay, this is Lady Days, huh? Right. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to speak to Doolin
of
first.
the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
I don't really know who to believe here, to be honest. Okay, this is House Harrowmont's estate.
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No visitors are allowed at this time.
Apparently I can enter anyway, so joke's on you. But let's talk to, Doolin first.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Alright, the provings, tell me about them.
Provings are how our ancestors show their judgment, pitting body against body in a ring of scared stone. Everyone in Orzammar accepts that judgment.
Who was fighting for Balin today?
The usual. A couple of Idukans, some Gavorns. He has many men lined up, but not all of them are top-ranking. Piotin Idukan and Wojciech Ivo are his best. They're both unpredictable, and some of the best fighters Orzammar has seen.
How well do you know Lord Harrowmont?
I served under General Harrowmont for 3 years. Under his command, every Dwarven life is important. He would not waste even a single soldier. He's the king Orzammar needs, especially in a blight. Balin would call any fight a victory so long as he remains standing.
So what did you ask me to do again?
Balin is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory. But he somehow scared off most of Lord Harrowmont's fighters. If you can enter as Harrowmont's champion, you would prove your dedication well.
Yeah, I don't really know which of the two contenders would be the better king. I just need more information on that. However, this seems more like a task that she would do, like fighting and the provings. Yeah, sure, that's something she would do. But the other stuff, that seems kind of like, backroom politics, passing on secret documents and that stuff. That's not really her thing. So I guess just based on this, she would probably prefer this task. So let's say I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Alright. Yeah. I mean, this just seems like the more straightforward approach, you know? More like something that Skadi would do.
Got it.
Okay.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Well, you can certainly try. Oh! I didn't expect you to actually succeed, to be honest.
Alright, alright.
Alright, let's snoop around here. Alright, there isn't actually anything. Absolutely nothing. Oh well. But let's explore the rest of this place.
House Harrowmont is honored to have you here.
Mm-hmm. And another chest. Yeah, I definitely need to come back with Liliana. Oh, hey you!
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Well, thank you. Why can't I pick up the scroll? That's suspicious. Okay, I
I'll
just
get
need to
on it.
find the right spot. A letter from King Endrin. Okay, let's have a look at that. My Lord Harrowmont, my guilt weighs heavily on me, and I now know that I was a fool. Only a fool would cut out his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I allowed the assembly to send my child to exile and death because I feared an inquiry into Trian's murder would taint our house with scandal. You have been my rock and my shield these long months, and for that I thank you. But I must ask for one thing more. I wish to discover if my child survived. Even the smallest trace will set my mind at ease. Send your men, your scouts, anyone who will go. Balin thinks I am mad. He says that if word spreads of my wish, our house will be undone. He doesn't know that a Dukin is already lost. I destroyed us when I sacrificed what was most precious. Please, Pyrrell, help me. I come to you not as a king, but as a father. That's interesting. That's actually a useful piece of information. Okay, Zevran, have a try at this.
On it.
I'm not really sure if this is relevant to the succession, but it does show that Harrowmont apparently had the old king's favor, so that's something useful to know. Alright, this is it. Let's leave again. Okay, now let's have a look at our quest. A prince's favor, right? I need to bring the notes to Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. And Lord's Trust. Find out why Basil won't fight, find out why Gwydon won't fight, and then fight for as Harrowmont's champion in the Provings. Oh, I just see there's a wall carving that I haven't examined yet. So let's do this.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
New Codex House, a Dukin Shield of Awesome. Yeah, I would say we will go back to the Provings, which were, I believe, at the Orzammar Commons, and have a look around there.
Orzammar be nigh. Turn to Lord Harrowmont and assure the
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do, that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon, or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Alright. What is about? Loylina.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What do you mean, gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Oghren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
Alright. Why does Oghren care so much about Branca?
She's still his wife, isn't she?
Oh, I
Even
see.
if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
So Branca was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Oghren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
So why did Branca go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Alright, I think I know why she became a paragon. She invented some sort of smokeless coal or something. So what were you and Oghren arguing about?
It's been 2 years since Branca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Oghren wants to keep risking lives searching.
I should leave before you start complaining about me too.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Oghren was at it again.
Alright. Well, that was interesting, but it didn't really help me at my current problem. Okay, anyway, I think I will end the episode now. And yeah, I think in the next episode I will go to the provings and at least try to find out why these people won't fight. And after that I will probably take a quick break from Orzammar, return to the Circle of Magi, hand in my quests there, and will return to Orzammar with a different team that can actually fight the Revenant. And then I will continue with, political mess I've gotten myself into. So, see you again next episode.